Hey guys, welcome back to the Passive Buddies podcast. If you're watching this on video, you will see something slightly different. If you are listening to the audio version, I've got a surprise for you. So let me give you the background story. Last week, I had some amazing friend reach out to me, and it was a case of he was interested in just chatting to me even more than he normally does. So guys, going forward, we have a co-host. Welcome, Brandon Duff.
Thank you so much, Brian. We've been doing so many podcasts. I feel like we should make it like a full-time thing. So I am honored to be your co-host on the Passive Buddies podcast. And going forward, I can't wait to just bring knowledge to our audience now and talk to them about what amazing things you're doing, amazing things on the online space, and how they can just benefit from listening to the Passive Buddies podcast.
No, thank you so much. Obviously, when I got the message, I was a bit fangirling. So I've calmed down a little bit now and I'm good to go. So guys, today's episode is all about finding the right opportunity. Me and Brandon's probably been in online business a lot longer than I have, but like 5, 6, 7 years, obviously for myself, and you get pitched all the time, don't you? Like you get pitched a million times a day. It's people sliding into your DMs. Hey, this looks like a great thing for you. And it's all about how you sift through the noise and find the right opportunities that is going to make you income. So Brandon, talk to me. How do you handle those DMs?
You know what? It's funny because I don't get too many DMs nowadays, just because I am not on Facebook as much as YouTube. But before, man, it seems like whenever you're in the affiliate marketing space or any online space or high ticket or everything, it seems like everyone wants to pitch you something and you are flooded. I remember getting hundreds of messages every single day from the people just wanting to pitch me an idea, to going and joining some kind of team, to, I don't know, to crypto. And you do need to sift through the noise and see what is going on. So, I'm sure you get so many messages today, and it takes up so much of your time to shift through all that. So it's important to know what's a good opportunity and what's a bad opportunity.
100%. And you're right. Yeah. Like the DMs just keep coming. They keep getting, like, thankfully the appointment set, it takes a bit off my hands, but yeah, they keep coming and they always will. Cause at the end of the day, if you look at one of the basic marketing strategies, that is a marketing strategy. It's one of the hamster wheel ones. But before I go onto that tangent, which I could do all day, let's look at the different types of opportunities first. So like when you go through like MLM, affiliate marketing, like crypto, day trading, like YouTube, like all of these different things that get pitched, like in terms of quality, what do you think is sort of the best opportunities, and what could give you quick ROIs and then long-term ROIs?
So first starting out, when I was getting into the whole online space, I realized that a lot of people have these value ladders, and it just seemed so confusing on how to actually get started, because I didn't really want to sell like a low ticket item because it was inexpensive, and my time versus the value of the product, I was spending a lot more time and making a little bit of money trying to sell organically. And so that's when high ticket seems to be a better opportunity when you're just starting out. And I think that it's hard to get started because you might not feel like you can sell $1,000 or $2,000 or $10,000 product because you're not used to selling that. And so I always talk to, whenever someone pitched me an opportunity, I kind of figured out like what they were selling, if it was them selling something that was high ticket and was worth looking into, and was it organically? Because if someone is pitching me on something that's like $36, then one, they don't value their time. And so they're not going to value my time. And so if someone's selling a much higher ticket item, then obviously they're getting paid a great deal of money for this high ticket offer. And so I would be more apt to listen to them. But it also depends on the messaging and what they said. If it's their coach who made $1 million in 30 days. Not really a million, but I'm just throwing out numbers out there, versus themselves actually doing the work and them being able to coach you on how to do something.
What was like, I've already got mine in my head, like, what was the worst opportunity you ever got pitched?
Oh man. Just a lot of the like MLM scams, and not all MLM are scams, but the ones that were in like crypto space, where it was kind of like you have to take your crypto and push it up to your next, I guess, what is that called? Downline, but it's your upline. And then so all the money goes to the top instead of the bottom. And I feel like that was the biggest scam, because it ended up being a rug pull after that. But there's a lot of people, I just am not a fan of the online space. And I'm not going to say any names, because obviously you guys should do your own research. But yeah, I think that the biggest scam I've seen is just a lot of the MLM crypto scams. And I'm a big fan of crypto, don't get me wrong. And there are good programs that are in the MLM space. I'm not going to knock MLM at all, or network marketing, because you can make a lot of money. It just depends on your drive, your personality, how much time you want to put into it, and how much work and how saturated the market is. So any business can work if you work the business.
Do you know what? I remember getting pitched one, and don't get me wrong, like the front end was very, very clever. Like I was looking to learn some organic marketing and how like IG and all that type of works. So I signed up to a monthly membership. The monthly membership is no longer there. So I signed up to this monthly membership. Started like going through the course, and basically within a couple of days, I was invited onto like group coaching calls, and I didn't realize it was a network marketing scenario at the time. And as you say, like there's some really incredible network marketing scenarios out there, but I don't think this was one of them. And so I sat there, I was on the group calls, and then it was, oh yeah, let's have like a one-to-one call. I was like, well, I sort of know what they're about, but I don't know what you're selling. It was a water machine.
Oh yeah.
It was a water machine. I was like, and the product I think is called a Nagic. And don't get me wrong, like the whole pH level and like the science behind it looked really good. But they're like, oh yeah, right. So you're gonna buy this water machine for like $3-4 grand. I was like, I've got a tap, thanks. I was like, yeah, but you like it's so much healthier. I was like, that's absolutely fine. So I'll buy a filter. I was like, no, they were pitching like, right, you buy this water machine, and if you buy this water machine, then there was different levels. And then from there, you will go and sell this water machine. I was like, what? Like, yeah. And then people like, but you sell it as a business opportunity. I was like, yeah. But I was like, there's so many business opportunities out there. So let's take away that little shiny object. I was like, I'm selling a water machine. Yeah, no, you're selling a business. I was like, I'm selling a water machine. I was like, regardless of what, I was like, anyone can make money in any way, shape, or form. I was like, but in order to make money with this, they've got to have this big, ugly looking water machine sat on the kitchen worktop. I was like, no.
That's funny. I mean, I've seen that too. I've had a lot of people talk to me about that. There's some people in my Facebook now that sell that. And some of the things, like when they're washing their vegetables, they're saying how like all these contaminants are coming out of it. And I'm like, it's just, taking some of the vitamins out too, because I mean, that's what happens when you wash things that are like exposed to, the actual vitamins are exposed to water, like vitamins pour out too. Like it's not because of pesticides or anything like that. Like if you're washing tomatoes and it kind of breaks and it's running into the water, it's going to show red. It's not a pesticide. So I and it was insane. Like it was $5,000, or I think here is 5,000. It might be a little bit less over there because of the conversion. You guys have a better euro to the dollar conversion. But I was just like floored by how expensive a water machine could be.
That was the thing. It was like, it was $5 grand. And it was like, I think the trifecta or whatever was like 10 grand. But it's a water machine. I was like, come on. And people were like, don't get me wrong, people have made some really good money out of it. I was like selling the business opportunity of this water machine. I was like, but I was like, it's when you look at like obviously business as a whole, like business as a whole is like, in order to make money online or to order to like make a successful business, you have to solve a problem. That problem, in terms of where it comes in people's priority levels, is not worth $5,000.
So I will put it on that. I guess, how do I say this? I will combat you on that in a sense, because a lot of people will say they're dying of cancer, or they have issues with their stomach, and they have digestive issues. They have, all these big problems, and they can't find a solution. And then this magic water machine that is only $5,000 can get rid of all your ailments. Then, yeah, people do get taken advantage of, and it might be worth it to them to try that. But for me and for you and the normal person is not going to find value out of that, when I can get, a delivery service that will deliver pH balanced water for, a lot cheaper, like an Arrowhead kind of company that will set up a dispenser, will bring in not water bottles, but water tanks every single month. And you can do that as a service. And that would not cost $5,000 over the lifetime, I feel like, especially for water.
It's expensive, isn't it? Because it's a natural resource. That's very expensive for a natural resource. So right now that I've sort of bashed that idea, so guys, if you get pitched $5,000 for a water machine, please don't do it. Like, don't get me wrong, like the guys that I've still got good friends who sell that from that opportunity, but please don't do it. Please don't do it. So obviously, I was quite lucky in terms of the fact that I recognize that was not a problem solver, or in terms of the priority problem solver that I wanted to sort of sell and obviously provide to my community. Like, you've done various different things, and like you've got software, you've done crypto, you've done courses. Like, as a marketer, you've stood out like left, right, and center. Like, I'll never forget the picture. It was probably a week after Traffic Secrets was released, and there was a picture of you like with the pool, and Traffic Secrets was in the pool. Like, in terms of like standing out and being like a promoter, wow. You've been absolutely incredible. Like, but you've always picked opportunities that are like have made you money. You've never like, unless obviously you're going to tell me something different, you've never really had a massive, like a big failure in terms of the opportunities that you pick over, I'd say, the last couple of years. How do you get so good at finding that right opportunity?
So for me, I've always created my own opportunity in a sense. So for instance, when I first got into the space, and I have actually only been in the space for, I want to say, since the end of 2019, so not too long. And when I got into the space, I was doing affiliate marketing and was doing, all these different things. And I figured that, and we're going to be talking about, I think in a later podcast, how we kind of grow an online business. And we'll go over that here in this next episode. So if you guys tune in, you guys will definitely want to watch that one also. It's a good one. And so I ended up just creating the software because I realized everyone was using, all these different tools. And I was like, well, I can just take all those tools and package them up into one software and then sell that. And then people will want to switch over because they are able to see the value, because they're spending, hundreds of dollars a month when they could spend much less and get everything in one package. So and then I set that up with like a course. So it was like not only software, but a course. And so that allowed me to create my own opportunity. And I think that one of the biggest thing is, when you get into an opportunity, you need to believe in it. And so if you don't believe in it, then it's going to kind of be passed on to the people, your prospects, or that, or people that you're interested in selling to. And if you don't believe in it, they're going to feel that. And so I knew that I had the best software in the market at that given time, and I believed in it. So I was able to sell it really, really easily. And so I think has been my biggest kind of, I guess, success, is just believing so much in the product that it can help and serve your community, and them believing that and seeing the value and actually joining in on helping, I guess, grow their business using our software. And I think that's been the biggest, like, not mind shift, but the biggest thing I've kind of felt in the last couple of years that I've been doing this is when I get into something that I'm really passionate about, I go deep on it and I have huge conviction in it. And then that conviction kind of is, I guess, through osmosis, in a sense, other people feel that also. And so they want to jump aboard, and they love what it is because we have so much love for the product. And I'm sure you feel the same way as when you have with Passive Buddies, you're very passionate about it. With your course and your programs, you're very passionate about that. And people jump into it because they feel that it's the best value on the market.
You're right, aren't you? In terms of like that passionate, like you do have to find something you're passionate about, don't you? Like the thing with Passive Buddies, I've promoted and I've sold different courses and I've shared like in different angles, and like, but there's nothing better than, like, obviously for me personally, like being that coach that I've been for so long, there's nothing better than like watching someone go, Brian, you've changed my life, you've changed my month, like the income's so different, like I've broke away from a job, like all of these different things, like I'm so much happier now, like those things, like the money's the byproduct, but the impact is definitely like Passive Buddies is definitely giving me the best opportunity to make an impact in people's lives. And I think that like having that, like, so that was the right opportunity. It was like, right, okay. As I said, like, because I've done like the whole coaches teaching coaches, and like I've done affiliate marketing. I still do affiliate marketing to a degree because it's a passive income source, and like all these things. But as you say, like when I decided on Passive Buddies, it was like we're helping people connect with the families more because they're at home, like instead of being like 10 hours a day in a job, like, and that was a big thing. It was like, when people are like, oh, thank you so much for your time, it's like, no, it was like, thank you for letting me help you, because I get the opportunity to like to have a massive impact, and like having those opportunities to do that is really, really good. But it's finding that, isn't it? It's like stumbling across that after so long, or finding that the right way to do it.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, just like you said, or we both said, is you need to find something you're very passionate about, and that way you're able to kind of bring that passion into your sales pitch or into your call that you're going to jump onto, or your strategy call, or whatever that kind of mechanism you use to sell a product. And if you don't have that, people are going to feel that. And if people feel that you're just in it for the money, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm just another checkbook for him. I'm his, whatever. And people don't feel that when we're talking to them, because we are so passionate about what we do. And I know people, I know a lot of people have said, Brian, thank you so much for, teaching me how to make my first, X amount online. And that's like just I'm sure you remember the first time you made your, like first dollar, in a sense, online. You were super excited about it. And I remember the first time I did it too. And it's really cool to be able to kind of show people there's not one way to skin a cat, in a way. There's multiple ways to make money online, and there's multiple ways to make passive income. And we'll definitely be talking more about how to do that and what that looks like. But yeah, it's just having that life-changing experience and being able to show people and bring that to them is I find to be like a great gift.
So if people are starting out, and obviously and we're going to delve, as you say, we're going to delve into, especially the next episode, like creating that online business. But if people are starting out, like, what would you recommend as the right opportunity? Like, obviously, I don't know, it's different depending on the person, but in terms of your experience, what would be the pathway?
Pathway to find the right opportunity, or the type of opportunity?
The type.
That's a really hard question, because I think that the easiest, I would say, definitely probably affiliate marketing, but you can't just join something that you know nothing about. You need to know something. So like if you Google, say you're into piano lessons or whatever that is, I just picked something off the top of my head. I don't even know why it came, but
have you got a piano?
No, I don't.
Okay.
And so if you say you're into piano lessons and you're good, but like you don't feel comfortable teaching it, you could do like a YouTube channel and show people like, hey, you know, this is where I learned how to play piano. This is the course, and make sure to buy the course so you know it's legit and you can actually speak from experience, because you don't want to do false advertisements. Especially, that's just starting off on the wrong foot if you never buy the course and you're trying to pitch it. Because trust me, I know a lot of people who were affiliates of our software company, and they were selling our software, but they had no idea how to use it because they never actually used it themselves. And I was like, you need to learn how to actually use the product. So if you say are a decent pianist and you want to sell piano lessons that is an expert from, like, I don't know, whoever, from some kind of I don't know. Anyways, they're really, really good. You want to make sure it's a decent project, but you can Google like affiliate and then in quotes plus and then the topics. So that's how I found a lot of different products. You can find a lot of different products that you wouldn't think that need to be coaching, doesn't need to be MLM. Like it can literally be on anything. All you need to do is like type in like certain keywords, like become an affiliate +, and the category. And that's an easy way to find different affiliate marketing products in a way that you can sell to your audience. And I think that if you do something that you are a fan of, you'll have more conviction in that product, because you can also help them and coach them on how to do that, which then leads into starting your own brand, which then leads to being your own coach, because now you've kind of seen how the affiliate marketing space works, what questions people have, and you can use that. Like, and we're going to go deeper on this in the next episode, but you can take what they've learned, their roadblocks, and create your own program, and then sell that and make 100% of the money instead of a percentage. What about you? What do you think is the easiest way to get into something?
It depends on the personality and the personality type. Like, obviously, coming across as the coach, like, I absolutely love coaching people. I love being, well, sounds a bit vain, but I don't mind being in front of a camera. Like, I don't mind obviously recording. I don't mind talking, and I don't mind people looking at me. Like, so for me, like, if I apologize, I'm not better looking. But in terms of like for me, affiliate marketing, make money online, like those type of things are quite easy to get into. They're quite easy to generate income online. But what comes with that is the personal brand, is the marketing, is jumping on a video. Like, you can do it faceless, but and you can make money faceless, like YouTube channels, blogs, and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but personal brand does carry more weight in that industry, and it does help you make more money by being relatable and people being able to connect. Some people hate that. Some people hate the fact that I'm telling them to jump on a video. Like, I remember one guy signed up for Passive Buddies, and it took him. No, he never posted his intro video because he just couldn't get on that camera and do it. I was like, well, obviously for make money online, for affiliate marketing, like, I'm trying to push you out your comfort zone. You should be on camera. And people hated it, didn't like it. And some people will never, ever want to jump on a YouTube or create a YouTube channel. So that puts your affiliate marketing business at a little bit of a disadvantage. Right. But that doesn't stop you having different opportunities. Like, for instance, like my first thing was I was a sales closer. Like, I was closing deals on the phone. So I didn't have to see people. People didn't have to see me. I could just talk and I could make money and close deals. So that was a really good opportunity for people who like talking but didn't like being seen. Like, so learning how to do sales, and people will pay commission only, and they will pay like 10, 20, 30, 40, like depending on the deal. And you can make some really good money if their marketing's good. Yeah. So like they're the easy routes in, like appointment setter, like being an appointment setter, just messaging people in DMs and booking appointments to people, an easy way to make money. And it's tenacious though. You've got to put work in. Sales closer, exactly the same. You can make some really good money as a sales closer. But again, it's constant. It's not, obviously the show's Passive Buddies. It's not really passive, is it? You're trading time for money, and it's not even guaranteed money until you close that deal. So that's what got me out of closing. It was like, yes. I was like, and people couldn't get their head around it. It was like, why have you stopped closing? I was like, well, it's simple. I was like, I work 10 hours and I make money on one of them. Like, for instance, the same, like my closing rate was 10% at the time when I first started. I eventually got to 60%, so it wasn't that bad. But I was like, I always seen it as I've wasted 4 hours. I've lost 4 hours. Like when we closing rate was 60%, 10 calls, I'd lost 4 hours. And people are like, yeah, but you made so much money. I was like, but I lost 4 hours. I was like, people couldn't get the fact that like I was trading time for money, even though it was sold as like, freedom. I was like, yeah, freedom, sat in front of your laptop making phone calls. I was like, you just exchange one job for another effectively.
Right. And that's what I talk about a lot, is like a lot of people think that they're escaping the rat race in a sense, where they have a job and they're on this hamster wheel, but then they get into the online space and they're doing the same thing, but they're now in the digital space and they're in a digital rat race. And it's funny because I see all these people, like, just like you were saying, is they talk about this freedom. I can work from anywhere. Yeah, you can, but like, who wants to sit on a beach taking phone calls all day and not enjoying the beach? Like I think that's really cool that you can, work in Thailand and pay very little for, rents and all that. But if you're every day working like in front of a laptop every single day and not able to go on vacation. I mean, we've gone on 4 vacations this year already, and it's only in May, the beginning of May. So we're going like once a month, and we're able to, go wine tasting, go to Cabo, and spend the week in Cabo, spend a couple of days in the weekend in Temecula, where we just got back from. And so that's where you're able to enjoy life. And so being able to have a job where you're working from a laptop and not enjoying life because you're working and it's just this continuously hamster wheel in a sense, you need to learn how to make passive income. And that's why it's so important to subscribe to this podcast, because we want you guys to be able to have a passive lifestyle, a passive income, and join the Passive Buddies.
I think that you said one key word before the promotion. Like you said, one key word is like, it was a job. Like you still labeled working online and sitting in front of, it's a job. It's like, it's just a self-created job. Like it's exactly the same. You've still got the same restrictions, but people will see that as freedom because it's better than having some pain in the ass of a boss shouting at them. But once they get to that stage, it's natural. We want more. And it's like, right, okay, now I don't have to travel for work, but I'm still not free. And then eventually, like it's never about the money in the end. Like, because like when I was in corporate, like my wages were good. Like I was like, especially like I was like 23-ish. Like I went to university, I dropped out after 6 months. And I know there was 100 people on that course and I was the top earner and I never went to uni. Like my money was good. But and people used to say to me, like, why are you doing this online thing? I was like, because I'm not free. And that was the difference. I was like, I'm not free. I was like, I need to be free.
I mean, I have a perfect story that goes exactly like that. I was a personal trainer before I got into the online space. I had my own gym and we trained. And I had a schedule from 4 o'clock in the morning till about 11 a.m. And then I had a split shift. So I'd be have my lunch, I'd work out. And then from there is 4 p.m., like 3 p.m. to about 8 p.m. And so I was working a lot of hours, making a lot of money, but I made myself a nice little desk job because my bosses were all my clients. I mean, I had to show up when they wanted to work out. And if I didn't show up, then I would be fired from them and I wouldn't be making money anymore. So even if when you're self-employed, you can create yourself a nice little desk job. It's not freedom because I wasn't being able to spend time with my wife because I'd be awake before she got up, and then I would go get home and I'd be late and I'd be tired and we'd go to bed. And so that wasn't freedom either. Even though we were making a lot of money, when I was going on vacation, I was getting double tapped. I would be missing out on clients because we'd be gone and I would have to pay for the vacation too. And so that's not freedom either. So sometimes even having a 9 to 5 is better because you do get paid vacations, you do get benefits and all these other things. And you don't have to work until 6 or 8 o'clock at night. So that's why it's important to have and buy passive income so that you're able to have that freedom and go on vacation, enjoy life, because that's what we're all in, that pursuit of happiness, right?
100%. So let's wrap this up. finding the right opportunity, sum up in 5 bullet points maximum.
Find something that you're passionate about, because if you're not passionate about, you'll get burnt out really quickly. Learn as much about that topic and marketing and all the other skills that are involved. And we'll go deeper on all those topics in the next episode. Make sure that you are focused on helping people and providing value versus trying to sell, because people are going to see that right away. Make sure that you are learning from people that are actually knowledgeable in the industry versus someone who's just trying to resell the same thing that everyone else is selling. And make sure you have someone in that is 2 steps ahead of you, and then someone who's in that same place as you, and 1 person behind you. So have like 4 people kind of in your network that can motivate you, that are in the trenches with you, and that you can teach to.
Absolutely love it. Yeah, completely agree. Like, you've got to be passionate. You've got to want to do it, or you're never going to get out of bed and do it. Like, being an online entrepreneur, you have to be, ironically, you have to be disciplined at this point. If you're finding the right opportunity, you're getting into it, you have to be disciplined. So that why and that passion are the things that keep you disciplined. And if you don't have them, you're goosed. You're absolutely screwed. So having that passion and that demand, and then, as you say, learning from a mentor, it sounds cliche, but like picking someone, learning from someone who has been there, done that, and obviously is making a big success out of it. And your environment is massive, absolutely massive. Like pulling the people around, like who have, as you say, been there, done that, like in the trenches, people who are relatable. Like, there's nothing better than, it sounds worse, there's nothing better, but when you're struggling, you can go and talk to someone who knows exactly what you're in and doing, or has been there. Like, there's nothing worse than going and asking for advice from someone who doesn't have a clue what you're doing.
Yeah,
they just see the pain and just get a job. No, because they're happy and they're like chilled out. They get to go home and relax. No. Okay, don't take advice from people that aren't in the place you want to be. Otherwise, you'll just take their life. And I think that's sort of my sum up of it as well.
I love it. This has been an awesome episode. Remember to like and subscribe, guys. This is going to be a great episode coming up. If you love this episode, please comment down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Cheers, guys. See you on the next episode.